Ready? All right, we're live. Let me refresh, get everything set, make sure we're good. All right, now we're live. We're set. Mercurial Venom, super early. I think that guy posted the comment at like 2-3 hours ago. He's been waiting. Ken the Hustlebee is here.
What's up, guys?
Hector, what's up? Explosive Guitar, what's up, man? All right, people coming in to the chat. Before we start with the show, we'll talk a little bit, wait for people to get in. Heather, yo. And Gerson, what's up? What's up, man? Hustlebee, weren't you on yesterday? On the live show? Weren't you on yesterday?
With who?
I thought you were on live. No?
Oh, yeah, with 10K,
Oh, okay.
and Catherine.
What'd you guys talk about?
Talk about the reseller live event and just some random stuff. It's just a chill. It was just a chill hangout.
Oh, okay, nothing serious.
Nothing too serious.
Okay. Drummer, what's up? Marcos, hola. Green Granite Resell, what's up? And Jen's Daily Life, hi. Let's see. What's up? Your boy from Orlando, nice. And Ryan, what's up? Let's see. All right, waiting for people to get in before we start the show. Carlos, what's up? And
What's up?
Ramble on Rescues, not Big Baller. All right, people coming in. So we're talking about Q4 today, getting ready for it, and I think this is Hustlebee's first Q4. So
yep, I'm excited about it, and I'm not 100% sure about how this is gonna go, but I've done everything in my knowledge I could. It's just basically, from what I've been hearing, it's gonna be a lot of sales, right? So I'm thinking like, my first initial reaction is I just have to work with what I have, with the knowledge that I have right now, and just ramp up my inventory. So that has been kind of my preparation. I haven't been really into switching gears as far as categories and stuff like that, because I didn't wanna slow down to relearn a category while Q4 is up and coming fast. So basically what I did is I just bought more shoes or more of the items that I already have been selling. So
yeah,
I'm excited.
This guy's ready. Yeah, Eric Green, Q4, let's go. SHD Agent, Q4 ready. Jay Smith, what's up? Key Lime Kisses, hey peeps. Miguel, what's up? Miami in the house. Someone said Jets. I don't like that. Brad, what's up from Arizona? Cho, we here, nice. And Victor, what's up? Made it to the show. All right, cool. What's up from New York? All right, cool. What's up? All right, so you know what I don't like? We talked about how it kind of sucks. Like if you go to Ross, like you first get there and then you're like, you have to go pee or something, so it kind of disrupts your whole sourcing, trip.
Yeah.
Here's another thing that I don't like. And it happens a lot. Let me paint this picture for you. You get to Ross. You're excited. You're pumped. You go. You're parking. All right, cool. I found a decent spot. Go inside. You find stuff. It's okay. It's okay. Find some stuff to go in. You look at the line. It looks decent. It's not too long. So you're like, all right, cool. You find some stuff. Now you're getting in line. It's manageable. There's like 4 people ahead of you. So
All right.
okay, it's all right. Now you're waiting in line. Now, 2 people, they're going, they pay. Now there's only 2 people ahead of you. Now, when they go pay, all of a sudden, like 2 people come in ready to return something.
Oh,
I know. And then another person right in front of you goes in, and then like 2 more people come in to return stuff. And they're not returning like shirts or like small things. They're returning like stuff you don't even know Ross even sold, mattresses, like random stuff too. Like You go from 4 people ahead of you to all of a sudden like 6 people ahead of you within minutes. And next thing you know, you're in line. You're like contemplating, like, should I even take this stuff now? Like, now you're waiting in line. Trust me, always happens. I think Ross is like the only store where this can happen.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know. Maybe my stores are small here. I don't have those problems. I rarely have line issues when paying.
That happens to me all the time.
Yeah, I know. Like it seems like you're the one that gets that. Like me and Carlos doesn't, and you get that. And even on your videos, I notice it too.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy. So Rumble says, yeah, it happened to me today. Oh, I know, drummer, dreaded returners. I know, it's like, how many things, like, can someone possibly return to? Like, seems like, not that I see all the same people, but it's like the same kind of stuff, like, over and over again. And it's like clothes or like, oh, you know what's kind of funny, though? They got actually denied, like, some lady because, I mean, these shoes were, like, clearly worn. And they're just like, we're not going to take this. And she's kind of like arguing with them. But like the bottoms were like all dirty. I was like, come on. But they always try it too. That's what people get mad. And what SJR says, Burlington lines are the worst.
I mean, like the most I've waited was like probably like 10 minutes on a line at my area. Yeah. I don't have that kind of problem.
Yeah, Burlington doesn't care about anybody over here. They'll do whatever they want. Ross line's getting stupid. I know. Purchase in front of me had a gift card, wasn't working. It's kind of funny. It's like random stuff. Somebody's asking Trubisky jerseys. Marshalls has a boatload of those, but they're in kid sizes. If they're $34.99, don't pick up any jerseys for $35.
Yeah,
I found like some Von Miller ones in Denver. We found like Carson Palmer ones in Arizona, but $35. But yet, and those are like the replica ones. And then for adult, they're like $19.99 for the sewn
yeah,
ones.
that's just crazy. Even in my area, I see like Indianapolis Colts, Romo and everything like that, and they're like $34.99, and they're kids. And like I get excited because they actually put it on the small section for men's, and I actually go there and then reach it, and then it's XL for kids.
Yeah,
it's very tricky.
Yeah, super tricky. You gotta watch out for that stuff. People asking about Odell Beckham jerseys. Will they still sell now that he's out?
I think they will still sell. I mean, like he's, I think I'm not 100% sure, but I think he's gonna be. They paid him a lot of money to play there, and like who else will you wear as a fan of a New York Giants?
I guess Eli.
Eli and him, right? That's just pretty much it. Like at least that I know of. No, I'm not. I know, like, I'm not a really heavy fan of football, but I know, star players. So I guess they will sell. Hopefully, they will drop in price, right? So you can pick them up on a cheaper price.
Yeah, I would still pick them up. I mean, it just kind of sucks. Like, just a lot of injuries this year in general with like football. Like, Super Bowl is going to be down to like practice squad guys that whoever else can make it left. Like, right now, it seems like every team has like a major injury, like JJ Watt and Tannehill for the Dolphins. He went down. So did the rookie McMillan, the the linebacker. He went down like the first preseason. Brandon Marshall went out, and it just seems like a lot of injuries. I forgot the starting running back for the Vikings. He went out. Just like, man, all these injuries, like, it's been crazy. How's the Andy Dalton jersey going?
I actually just sold a couple.
When? Since the last time we talked?
I'm not gonna. Yeah, for sure. I'm not gonna tell you. No, for sure, man. For real. I think they're buying it because I'm close.
Oh, okay. Oh, that might be true too. Yeah.
Because I do same day handling, so it probably gets to them in like. And then because you know, it probably 3 days from you. You know, like, you know how people like buy it in the last minute and they need it before the game.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
all the message I get. Like, will it be here before Sunday? You know, and then like they buy it like Wednesday, you know, Wednesday or Thursday. So for me, it's like a 2 day shipping, but it actually gets to them within a day.
these guys. You know what I actually found when I was at Target? There was a dude wearing like a AJ Green jersey. And I was
And
like, well, I was gonna talk to him and be like, hey, do you want like Andy Dalton jersey? Like I'm trying to give these away for almost free. Like, do you want one? So I don't know. I should have bothered him, but I didn't want to be kind of weird too. Like, hey, you got Dalton jersey. And not only that, if I had him in the trunk, maybe like a sketchy
yeah,
color, hey bro, I
yeah.
got some Dalton jerseys in the trunk. Like, you want any of these? And see what he says. But I didn't have them. I had them at the house. I was gonna go get them. Let me see. How many pairs of shoes you got ready to sell for Q4? That's from Agent 01.
I have not shoes, but not all of these are shoes, but I think 80% are shoes. But I actually have 1,200 listings.
Okay, 1,200 listings. And what was your sales today? More or less.
Today I'm at 646.
Oh, okay, dollars. Not.
Oh, I just sold something today.
Oh, okay.
Right now.
Right now.
So $158.
Oh, okay, nice. And Deformity Shot, thanks for the spreadsheet. Yeah, no problem. We got a lot of emails after that spreadsheet, or for the spreadsheet after that,
That was a
last
good
video.
review. Like,
Yeah.
that was awesome. And the reason why I was really heavy on numbers because that was one of my favorite video. Remember, I even sent you a message about it. Like, I love just videos with the breakdown
Yeah.
and stuff like that because at the end of the day, that's what it's about. You know, when we're doing that, you know, I do it weekly, and I know you do it often too. We just don't make videos, but it actually trains our eyes and our mind. You know, it links it up because sometimes we get emotionally attached to a product, right? Like I know you love Kobe, right? And you know, I love Jordans. But at the end of the day, if the profit is not there, you know, like there are Jordans that I bought for $50 that I'm only flipping for 100. You know, like I'm only making $20-$30, but there are other Nike products that I can buy for 20, sell for 120. So knowing the numbers will actually, you know, give my brain will program it that, hey, don't get too carried emotionally on buying these certain products. Maybe you just love the color, maybe you just love the design, but at the end of the day, it's all about, you know, what products you sell on eBay that will make you the most profit. And you know, we get that a lot of our questions, we get that in our DMs. But the only way we actually will know and they will know is if they actually do that breakdown.
Yeah, totally. And what I love about that video was like 2 back-to-back Ross Fans of the Week. One of them was the Call of Duty zombie thing, and the next week was like that Supreme shirt.
Yeah,
both of them sold for like 120 something. That was kind of like a rare back-to-back week. I don't even know that'll ever happen again. Trying to look at the chat.
Fabian asked, "Do you guys do women's jacket?" I haven't, just because I'm not really familiar with it yet. But you can answer that, Glenn.
I've done a couple of them, but I really have to do like heavy research on it to really feel like confident on it. And then we found, like when we were in Denver, we found a jacket in the women's section, ended up being men's. We ended up picking it up. It's like Adidas jacket that was like $24.99, and it was retail for like $150. I don't mind picking women's jackets. I just, like I said, really got to do the research on it and feel super confident about it. Kay got Soul. Yeah, so with the spreadsheet, everybody that got it, it only has like one sample line. So in that line, you can duplicate the lines because it already has the formula there. So then after that, you can just take it for yourself and put it in all your listings rather than, well, if I sent you mine, I mean, it really wouldn't make sense. Yeah, so it just has like a sample, all the formulas, and then you can just duplicate them from there and put in your own numbers. Let me see.
What's my minimum profit when looking for clothing like jackets and jersey? I'm more easy on clothing in jackets and jerseys because it's not my field of expertise yet. I don't really have that much of transactions based on it yet. But one thing I can tell you is I'm only probably like I'll probably pick it up if I can double my money. So let's put an example like the Andy Dalton jersey. I've picked them up before, right? Like even before we went to Houston, I showed Glenn that I bought one for $20 that I was able to sell for $68.99. So that's more than half, right? So lately, since they suck, and I've been dropping the price, and if I buy it for 20, I'm okay with selling it for like 47 or 48, maybe bottom line 45, because your fees will be around $5 and shipping will be around $5. So barely doubling it, but I'm still good with it because it's small, it's easy to ship, it doesn't take much space, and I'm expecting that it is a nice gift come Christmas time because it's a $150 jersey that people can buy for 50. So they get so much value from it. So that's my concept. Like doubling my money on clothing would be it instead of buying for 20, selling it for 100. Buying for 30, selling it for 100, which is my profit for shoes. I demand a lot from shoes because I've throughout time I've learned more.
Yeah, I think it totally makes sense. And one of the examples for like clothing, so I bought these like Nike Cowboys, I guess breast cancer shirts. They're like black and has like the star with like pink.
Huh?
And so the funny thing was, all right, so while Cowboys are winning, like they're beating the Packers, like both of the jackets that I had, they sold. I got those at Burlington from like $19.99. And then both of the shirts that I had left sold. And I was like, okay, but
they lost.
But one person didn't pay for the shirt yet, and I was like, okay,
cancel it.
Yeah, if they lose, like this dude better pay. And then, and one guy was like, hey, can you take a best offer for this? Like, I like this, blah blah blah. And I was like, all right, cool. And then he paid instantly. Now they give Aaron Rodgers like a minute something left, and I was like, yeah, these dudes are gonna blow it. I know for sure. And then they lose, and this dude doesn't pay. And I'm like, oh, come on. Like typical Cowboys fans. Like once they lose, all right, we don't want their shirt anymore. Next thing you know, Aaron Rodgers jersey underneath. I was like, man, this sucks. And then I had to open a case, and the dude hasn't paid yet.
That's lame. That's lame.
I know. He was probably at the game like, oh man, we're gonna win. We're gonna beat Packers. Let me buy this right now. And then
he probably placed a bet or something like that, and he was like, like he was counting his money already before the game ended.
Yeah, sure enough. And Aaron says, yeah, I sold the pink Cowboy shirts for $29, got them for $5.99. Yeah, I got them for $5.99 at Ross. I've been selling them like 30 to 35 range. And then that was one of them. But I sold the other two. They paid, but just that guy didn't pay. Let me go up. Let me see. Do you have what to paste the formulas in like the rest of the lines? Yeah, you do have to like you can duplicate the lines. You don't have to like copy and paste them. You can just duplicate them. And just to put that in, is reselling FBA better than reselling on eBay? We're gonna talk about that. Yes, let's get into the show. Talk about our 5 tips for preparing for Q4 on eBay. And let's see. So we'll answer some of the questions. We'll get back into it. Don't ignore your questions, or we'll, post them back in there a little bit later. But we do want to talk about the show because I know some people are like, "All right, when are they gonna start getting into stuff rather than just talking and answering questions and talking about Cowboys?" All right, so first one. Well, first thing to answer the question, yes, Amazon FBA and eBay, 2 totally different things. So if you're selling on FBA, items are gonna go like way quicker. We're talking about, I don't know how many items sell per second on Amazon. It's out of control. This goes for like FBA and merch. The only bad thing is FBA has a lot of different restrictions. One of the most popular items right now for FBA are like these like fingerling monkeys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you got one?
Yeah, I found 2.
Okay, let's see them. Where are they? All right, he's gonna get those monkey things. And those have been they're like super popular. And then FBA or Amazon they restricted them. So now you can't even sell them unless you get unrestricted on them. There we go. Talk a little bit so we can see them.
Yep, here we go. Can you guys see this?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I, like I've been hearing about, the hype of this, and then I was stubborn. So this could be like what not to do on Q4, right? I heard some tips and some hype on this maybe like 2 months ago. Uh, and then they said this is the next big thing, the next toy to watch out. This will be the Hatchimals this year and everything. And I was like, oh, there's like 50 of them in the store. So I was like, ain't no way. So being the rookie I am with toys and everything, it's like I'm just gonna wait, because I have limited capital. Said I really didn't have that money to hold onto it for that long. And then I went back like maybe 3 to 4 weeks ago. I went back and literally I only found two because I went to like probably like 8 of them in one day. I only found two, and all of the stores has signs already. It says only one per customer per transaction per day.
That's out of control.
So that's when I know it's like, man, they're hot.
Yeah.
So now I'm done. I can't find them anymore. So I guess people are getting smarter because you're going after resellers and you're also going after moms and dads that didn't want to pay resale. So right now they're like getting on it now. As soon as probably they hear it from their kids' mouth that, I want this for Christmas or whatever, everybody's just going there. So it's like the game changes every year, every Q4. So that's a lesson that I learned.
Yeah, and you're going to see a lot of different toys that are going to be super, super popular. But FBA, before we talk about it, yeah, it's totally different. You're going to be restricted in like selling those fingerling things. You can save them for eBay, and then they could go up in price later on. But more than likely, people are going to buy them from Amazon, especially with 2-day free shipping and all of that. So it is going to suck, of course, to be restricted in it. But yeah, let's start off with the first one. And of course, some people are going to say with Q4, list as many items as possible. We know that already. But most importantly, it's like the time to organize all of your inventory and make sure you know exactly what you have before you're even like going crazy in Q4, because you want to know where the item is. You don't want to run out of a certain item that you thought you had. You don't want to also just like have little piles here and there that they're not even listed, because now is the time. Remember, after this ends and it's January, the stores are like super dead. You're gonna see Ross at its worst. Like Ross, Burlington, all these stores, they look horrible. And so remember, like everyone's going to be spending money during this time. Make sure you have all of your stuff organized. I know you just did like a full organizing thing lately, right?
Yes, 100%. So that tip really applied for me, and then I actually applied it already. For the maybe 2 weeks ago, I took like 2 weeks of just not sourcing and just reorganizing. So I'm all reorganized now, and then I've actually pre-packed about 85% to 95. Like I only have few shoes that are out. All of them are almost pre-packed, just for streamlining. When the sales come, all I have to do is just slap a label. So now that everything's pre-packed, usually it takes me an hour to 2 hours to fulfill orders. But now with all the preparation that we've done, like over the weekend, right? So it was a long weekend. Only took me and my wife not even an hour to ship out like 18 items.
Yeah.
So that that will actually help. So 100%. My wife actually double checks her listing, and she found a couple listings that were duplicated. Also, she found almost 20 items that the listings went missing. So we literally had 20 items that we thought were listed that weren't listed. So that's 100% true for the tip number one. And I think all of us should learn that and make it a best practice for us.
Yeah, and if you have to get a spreadsheet going, get a spreadsheet. Like if you have to do all this to get it all ready, like make sure you don't have different mistakes during Q4 because if items are selling quickly, you just don't want to be left there like wondering where things are. So what is Q4? So fourth quarter is technically around, I guess, August through December, like the last part of the year to kind of like boost the sales. Like every store looks forward to this. I remember when I worked at Toys R Us, like the main thing to look forward to, Black Friday, Q4, make sure our numbers are up, blah, blah, blah. And then now look at Toys R Us. They're barely surviving.
Q4 is basically the highest sale quarter for retailers because of the holidays and whatnot. So that's why everybody's talking about it. And I'm not preparing for it anymore because I have prepared for it. So like I've seen a lot of big sellers that have been preparing for it since summer, and I will be doing that next year. Prepping up because summertime you'll get a bunch of winter coats, jackets, items that are for summertime. They clearance all those jackets for the low, and then even now, I'm even looking at just talking about preparation, right? I'm even eyeing on the summer clothing for so really the best way to get prepared for Q4 is source a season behind.
Yeah, and have all that stuff ready to go. Have it in the background. Before we get into number 2, Jen's Daily Life, are taxes crazy? Do you pay yourselves and then reinvest so taxes won't be bad? How does that part work? That's kind of a question I want to know with Hustlebee, as far as like.
So yeah. This year, I have an accountant already that will be doing our taxes for this year. Basically the pay that I am paying myself from my LLC business will be just my bills. So basic bills like internet, so internet will be, half of it will be from the business, but mostly the one that I'm going to be declaring what I paid for myself is just rent and car payment. Those and cell phone bills. So those are the 3 things that. So basically, if you put it in terms, if I work for my company, I literally made 0 money and just have a place to stay and food to eat and a car to drive and a cell phone to use. So that's just the sacrifice, and that is why I was able to scale my $500 investment to where I'm at today. And then I will continue this for another year. So I will sacrifice for 2 years, and I've made it a goal that I want to have a $500,000 revenue business by 2019.
And so I guess with taxes though, like you really don't even know yet because this is kind of like your first major year.
Yeah, it's my first run, but from as far as what I've been, it will be on a loss. It just depends on how my asset is going to be evaluated based on my inventory, my ending inventory balance by the end of the year.
Yeah. So I guess our taxes crazy? Yes. They are crazy. And to prepare yourself, keep all your receipts if you want to keep stuff in a spreadsheet as well for all that. Like how much are you spending? Keep track of everything. How much did it sell for? So you don't have yes, you do have to pay taxes.
Yeah, probably in my situation, probably I will pay very minimal taxes.
Yeah, so in his case, it's like this. Like if this is your first year doing this, I don't care if it's like eBay, Amazon, all that stuff. You're not really gonna know until taxes come up, and then they're gonna like tell you what you should probably do next. If you've been doing this for like 5 or 6, 7 years, I have money put away already because I already know that I'm gonna have to pay something back. Not only that. I keep track all the receipts. I have everything in certain like binders. You can also scan them if you want. I have like I have backup ones to know how much I spent. And then I'm doing my taxes. I do it like I do it quarterly. So every like 3 months I'm paying taxes and getting prepared for it. But like in Ken's case, he only has to do it one time. Like I don't think they'll have him do the quarterly thing. Until they look really at his numbers after this full year to really find out like should he be going quarterly now and to see how much he owes. And everybody's in a totally different thing. I don't have any kids, so that doesn't help me with tax stuff, because if I had like 2 or 3 kids, that would help me a little bit. But then again, kids cost money, so that's not cool. So yeah, it's just everyone's in a totally different thing. And yeah, if you sell 200 items, or I think it's actually 20,000 now, not 10,000.
200 transactions and 20,000.
Yeah, you'll get a 1099.
That will be from PayPal.
Yeah, you'll get the 1099 from PayPal. And this is a good question though with the tax stuff, because after this, that's probably like once it kind of dies down towards Christmas time, that should be the thing you're doing in like during your Christmas break. Like during your Christmas break, I'm already trying to get everything like ready to go, because I know it's going to come by super quick, and it's going to kind of like disrupt you while you're like trying to get ready and like still continue to sell in like February and March. And like it's going to come by quick, and all of these like all this stuff you're gonna have to do, and you're like, yeah, it's just like, oh man, it's out of control. Recommend reading October 9th article. Amazon sales tax fight is heating up. Yeah, they're trying to get also the individual tax stuff and break all that down. So they're really trying to crack down more and more on e-commerce taxes, and yeah, it's just.
Well, it's a new industry, right? It's a new industry that the tax laws weren't prepared for it. So it will eventually gonna have to be revised after revision, because just like because it's gonna be more of individual contractors and sole proprietorship or side income, right? Yeah. So that's gonna be and I think this is a good way to plug it for our reseller live event. We're actually gonna have a CPA that's gonna be there to help us maximize our taxation and stuff like that. So yeah, that's it.
You're like, that's it real quick. So Ken, let's just tell him. Well, we talked about the reseller fam. I talked about it like 2 shows ago. We're gonna be in Kansas City. Reseller fam, and they got Jason T. Smith in there now, and so your boy Ken the Hustle Bee is actually going to do a workshop during that time too, and he's going to be speaking. He's going to be talking about retail arbitrage for eBay, and then I'm going to be talking about merch by Amazon. So
yep. Yeah. I'm excited. It just became official about like yesterday or today that I will be part of the 10 speakers on this reseller live conference. So it will be awesome. A lot of it will be a lot of learning, and this will be a lot of teaching that we're going to be imparting to everybody that's going to join. So whoever's watching this, I highly suggest that Glenn could link this up there, the reseller fam, that you guys should join it, because that's how I met Glenn in person when I went to the reseller rally, hang out with him, and met a lot of other resellers, and just built relationships with them. I met 10K Chris, 10K on the Bay there, and that's very important for us that are really doing this full time and hardcore, because it gets lonely sometimes.
Yeah, and this is gonna be Doris is gonna be in March, is when the reseller fam event is going to happen. So we'll see everybody there. We'll talk more about that when it comes around. I think we're going to do the tickets are going to be on sale later on during this month. So we'll talk about that later on. All right. Number 2. I would just get all of your things ready to go and be quick, ready to ship, and try to get your handling time to 1 day. Some people don't. I mean, some people still have it 2 or 3 days. But I guarantee you they're going to have more. Bad. But I guarantee you you're going to find you're going to get a lot more sales this way if your handling time is 1 day. And also remember that people are going to push it to the limit when Christmas comes around.
Yeah, they're going to be like, hey, can I get this weekend? And then they order like a Thursday.
Yeah. Christmas is like almost here, and I need a gift. Do you think this could come in on time, trust me, it's gonna happen. If you have 1 day handling time, that's gonna help you. But I understand not everybody can do that.
Yeah.
But try to do that. It's gonna help you in the long run. Try to get some
Yeah. I'm
product
actually
out.
practicing that now. I'm doing same day.
Same day. Look at this guy.
Same day. Yes, sir. So, talking about that one is I actually, since I have pre-packed, or some of the items aren't pre-packed yet, but I actually start shipping at 11 p.m. at night or at midnight, so I get everything packed ready to go in the morning. So it's just real quick, because at the end of the day you're competing against the other big beast, the Amazon, the Prime and everything like that, and you want to have that staple. And also, one of the things why I'm doing it now, because I want them to remember me come Christmas time.
Oh yeah, very true.
They'd be like, "Oh, this guy ship fast. I need to see what I can buy from him because he's reliable. He's done it before, good service and everything like that." So that's just another tip that you guys need to you could apply in your business.
Yeah. Number 3, I have this is from my experience in the past, as far as like what items have the upper hand during this time.
Oh, so, I don't know this. I need to know this.
All right. So, for the I mean, we already kind of know this, but for one, winter clothing, jackets, all that stuff. Winter clothing does really, really good during this time. And it's a mixture. I can tell you that brand new will do good because it will. Brand new with the tags never fails. But at the same time, vintage type of clothing. I'm not necessarily going with like, hey, whatever jacket I could find just because it's cold, I need one. I'm talking about like vintage stuff, the starter stuff, the sports stuff, vintage 90s type of winter gear will also do good during this time. Toys, we already talked about that with, those fingerling things and other stuff. Ross is going to be tough, though, with toys because a lot of the toys they have is kind of like past already. There's some of them out there that still do good, but there's a lot of stuff that's like
previous season, like past the hype already.
Yeah, so that hype is already passed and gone. I forgot what was the that was like 2 or 3 years ago, the truck thing that like, oh man, what are they called? And now like Burlington has like a bunch of them.
What are you talking about?
It's like a truck. I forgot what they're called. But Burlington has a bunch of them now, but they were like a hit like 3 years ago. FBA, they were selling like crazy, and now Burlington's flooded with them, and like nobody wants them now.
No.
But that's the thing we're talking about. Like they have a lot of like past year stuff. So yeah, that's not really gonna help you in that case. But vintage items, even outside of clothing, is gonna do good because people want to find or give like the stuff you can't really find, like
something rare.
Yeah, if it's like an old school Game Boy with games or something, someone could definitely give that. So here's what happens with shoes though. So brand new with the box will definitely do good. Now, it's a little iffy with the stuff brand new without box because depending on the person that buys it, if they want to give shoes, sometimes you get those like, people that get the gift and you're like, well, what happened to the box? Like, how come you're just giving me shoes? Some people are really, really picky about that.
Yeah,
me, I don't care. Like, if you're gonna send me shoes, they're just brand new without the box, cool. But
I guess some people are thinking of the convenience too, right? Like, if it is a box, all they have to do is put it on a Christmas paper bag. Like the lazy way of gifting it, and it goes, right? And if you send, so now I'm even thinking, what if we can provide a Christmas box or replacement box for these shoes without box?
Yeah, I mean, it could work if you already have it kind of like ready to go in this Christmas type of thing. I mean, it could work. I've never tried it before. I was thinking about
I think
that
I'm going to do an experiment on that one. I think I'm going to do it.
But would you already have it wrapped, ready to go?
I probably won't because the buyer probably would want to check it, right? If it's the same shoe he ordered, because
That'd be hilarious.
that would be a super negative feedback. I ordered a size 11, you sent him a size 7. You
That's
know,
hilarious.
and then, like, right? That would be, yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe,
they open it. It's like KD8s, and they open and they like they ordered like
here's
Phantoms.
another thing, right? Maybe if we buy a replacement box, you know, just the brown boxes, and then we actually put it on a paper bag, a Christmas paper bag already, before putting it on a USPS box. That could work.
It could work. I don't know. You gotta try different stuff out there. You gotta get creative.
And then what you need to do is put it on your photo, your primary photo. Oh, that would be cool, right?
Yeah,
What do you think? What do you guys think?
I think it also just depends on like the picky ass person that you're giving a gift to. Like if they're one of those people that are like they really want brand new with the box, everything original, then first off they don't deserve a gift because they're so picky. Second, those people do exist, and those are the ones that will not buy, you know, from you because you don't have the original box, which kind of
Right.
but it happens.
Yeah. So I think I'm gonna try that. I think that would be cool. Like have like a, or maybe change up your background, make it Christmassy.
Good work. That's the thing too, is like not everybody believes in Christmas.
True that.
Like, oh, this guy only wants Christmas buyers. Just kidding.
No, do half and half.
I will not give him my money.
But yeah, I think I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna set up like some lights in the background and some small Christmas tree in front of behind the shoe. That would be.
Okay, let us know how that goes.
Yeah.
Green Granny Resale says, I can't play with you big dogs and buying. Can you recommend Ross and Burlington smalls that might sell good?
Yeah, I mean, like I started small. I started with one item per store. You know, what do you mean small? Like small items, or you know, is it cheaper items?
Yeah, I guess we should say like cost-effective, cheaper items or small items as far as like to ship, right? That we're kind of like trying to figure out the difference.
Yeah, like I actually sold some lollipops from Burlington. They were $2.99. You can find some Speedo goggles for $3.99 and stuff like that. You can find some baseball gloves, football gloves, or you know maybe this would be the perfect time, like the Nike gloves, you know, for winter gloves. They're under $10, so that could probably be a good you know stocking stuffer for Christmas.
Yeah, I agree with Jason. He says socks. Like they have different socks there that you can buy. Like at Ross, they have like the Stance socks now that are down to like $3.99. Even like some of like the team ones that are like Jazz, Lakers, Bulls, like they're down to super cheap. Burlington, they have like different cartoon characters. Like if you wanted to get Rugrats or Cat Dog or something, you want to like bundle them together, you could do like, I don't know, Nickelodeon socks or something, something like that. Just really depends. But you could do something like that. Let me see. Let me go up. Question: if your item doesn't sell on eBay for the amount of time given, do you relist or you return?
I relist. I hardly return anymore. I think I've said it again that I'd rather give somebody a deal, you know, maybe only make $5 on that item, and then earn a positive feedback and a possible return customer in the future.
Yeah, I hardly do any returns. It's been a while. Kyle says, how do you get a copy of the spreadsheet? Just email me, hustlerhacks1@gmail.com. I'll just share it with you. If anybody else wants a spreadsheet from the Ross video, email me. You'll get it. Hold on. Typing it in. Okay, there you go.
Yeah, hats too. Yeah, hats are cool. The NFL hats are actually popping out, and they're really the nice. Are those New Era, Glenn? Right?
Yeah, the New Era hats. Yeah, they're doing good.
The one has like the tinfoil bill.
Yeah, I've seen more and more of them. And the sleep
Yeah,
to
so
service
yeah,
ones have been selling good.
hats would be cool too.
Yeah. And let's see, do you guys ship shoes without boxes with clear poly bags, or just ship them in the boxes as is? Well, I usually like wrap them. I usually wrap them in that clear wrap, or you could put them in a bag and then just put it in to the USPS box. Let me see. Thoughts on products with missing or damaged tags? Avoid. Unless it's cheap, I'll pick it up. But if it's like, if I'm spending like $29.99 on a jacket and it doesn't have the original tag, I would pass, because then you have to go like brand new without tags. And
yeah, it's kind of like I if it doesn't have tags, I'd say below $20.
yeah, definitely. Joe Stat, Bitcoin. I know. It's kind of funny because with the Bitcoin stuff, because someone, I don't even know who did it too, but someone reposted like an old post from Reezy, and it said like, hey, I don't know about this Bitcoin thing. Should I buy any? And it was like 8 months ago. And then now, like, if you would have bought in it during that time, it would have been like worth way more now. So I thought it was funny that people were just bringing up past stuff and he was thinking about it.
Yeah, I actually have maybe about $500 on Bitcoin, and I just left it there. But yeah, I was really looking into it. But for now, with Bitcoin, you know, it's just an extra investment, right? It's an investment, so it's something that you don't want to take out. And for me, unless you can buy half a Bitcoin, which is around, I don't know, maybe $2,000 now, I think it's not. I think I'd rather flip it on shoes, because it will make me more money in the shorter run. Although I'm very patient, and then once you really have that extra money and build a business, and then I can put my savings onto a bit and buy Bitcoin instead of putting savings in the bank. 100%, I would buy Bitcoin for savings and kind of like a retirement fund or something.
Yeah, even though we know retirement doesn't exist. Just kidding.
Right, I'm not gonna retire for sure. You'll see me hustling when I'm 70
at Burlington.
Yeah, for sure. It's either I'm gonna be buying a Burlington, or I'm gonna be owning my Burlington. It just depends, right? It's a hustle.
Yeah, and then Carlos can go and source from your store.
Yeah, I'm a hide all the good stuff.
Let me see. Let me go back. Man, where am I? Okay. Do you pass on Ross clothes that look like they would have a good ROI, but there is only one other seller listing the item on eBay and no completed sales?
For me, if it's, you know, if it's an item that's like $10 and has sold for $110 or even $80, I would.
But no completed sales.
No completed. Yeah. For me, I would still buy it, because I'm gonna ride out the season.
Yeah. Yeah, I bought an Adidas jacket. There was no completed listings. There was only 2 other sellers, and then mine sold. I think like 3 weeks after that. So if you get a good deal on something and you're doing your research, yeah, I would still buy it.
Yep.
Let me see. Nice Christian flipped some soccer cleats. Jen's Daily Life. When I set up my eBay account, put my hubby's name. I was skeptical of selling before I found you guys. I want to eventually quit my 9-to-5 job, but now it's in his name and not mine. What should I do about that?
You can call eBay.
Yeah, eBay will take it off, or add your name instead.
Yeah, but basically the more important part is the PayPal anyway, because PayPal is the one that's going to be in charge of that taxing reports.
Yeah, and eBay's pretty cool. Yeah, no, I agree, and they're pretty cool about it. So you can just call them, and they'll definitely change it.
Because I did that with when I did my eBay account, because it was under my wife's name.
Yeah, so there you go. Yeah, you could do that. And Steve, do you ever write off stores completely after numerous visits and no fines?
Oh yeah, like a bunch of times. Like today, I went out full day and only found like 3 items, and they're not even like high profit items.
No, but his question is more like, do you ever just completely write that store off? Like you'll never go to that store again?
No, for sure. Perfect example. There was this store that I I've been there for 3 months straight and I haven't found anything. And the next thing was like 10 pairs of cleats. You know, because for me, you're playing for the upside, right? You're playing for opportunity. And that day you didn't go to that store, that's a missed opportunity on you. So it's either, you know, losing 30 minutes of your time, or, you know, for example, the biggest haul I did, right, was Hypervenoms, or $2,000 worth of inventory. You know, like I'm not that I'm not that rich yet that I would value 30 minutes of my time. Rather, you know, I would gamble 30 minutes of my time to find the $2,000 of inventory, or maybe $100.
Yeah. And I think you just have to, yeah, I know it just depends where you live too. Like if you're driving all far, and I know it could be a hassle. If a Ross is like right there and you're just passing by it anyway because you're going somewhere else, just park and just do like a quick run in, and like just to see. I mean, you never know. And
Right.
like I do that real quick. If I could just go check it out real quick, anything new. Like, you know, when it's bad, like there was like a Ross that was like pretty good. It was like, you know, I could find stuff. Like it was consistent. And then now when I go, I haven't found anything in that store for like the last 3 weeks. You know, when you know like this Ross, like a Ross store sucks, is like when you go and then like the items are in the same place that they were for like the last 2 days.
Oh yeah.
Like,
So those are, yeah. So those are the items that I, you know, things I pay attention to. I even rearrange shoes. You know, like I put like 3 leather shoes right by each other, and then when I see them again, and then they're on different sizes, right? I get a 10, I get an 11, I get an 8. If they're still in the same order, I'm usually just zipping through the store. I'm not even gonna, you know, not gonna pay attention. But if I know they've been arranged, that's, you know, possibilities are, you know, they restock.
yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. So Steve, but he says losing 30 minutes at a time, 30 times, 900 minutes.
Yep. But I mean, yeah, that happened to me.
But
But look
what
what
if that
happened to,
29th time you find,
I know, for sure. For sure. Like I have left stores empty uh more than picking up items on stores. So
yeah,
I probably say 70% of the time I would I would leave the store not having anything. But look where I'm at right now. 7 months of that 70% misses because of the 30% of, you know, success rate that I have. I was able to, you know, scale my $500 to where I'm at today. So I mean, yeah, it's part of the game, and that's what I love about the game, because it's not easy. It's hard. So
yeah,
everybody that's in it for just fun or hobby and everything like that, you know, if they don't have the patience, if they're not gonna persevere, they're definitely gonna lose. They're definitely gonna lose the game, or they're gonna quit. And that's what I love.
that's what I love. Texas
Yeah,
Scout
it's
Treasures is
either, you know,
here.
like,
Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, it's really defining who are the true winners.
Yeah. Texas Scout Treasures. Margaret, what's up? $5. Hustler Hacks rules. Thank you for the $5. And we were just hanging out in Denver. We had the merch mine seminar, and it went pretty good. I'll have that video footage, I think, pretty soon. Still trying to edit that. And it was cool meeting everybody out there for merch. And let me see. What's the longest you ever drove to Source?
5 hours.
5
Oh,
hours.
7 hours. Seven. I drove to Atlanta.
What was the one that I think is when you drove to Pittsburgh and you said you only had like a couple of pairs on the way back and it was just like a lonely ride back?
Yeah, I had. It was Pittsburgh. I went there. It was 4.5 hours, and then I was on my way home, and I only have like
Oh,
literally
you cut
five
out
items.
5 items?
I stopped. Yeah, five. I stopped at the last Nike store, and then that's when I found like 8 Temple Legends. But still, like I found those. Like coming home, I still only had like 12 pairs. After like a full day's work, I pretty much drove more than the pairs that I got. So, but it's all good. It's a learning experience and everything like that.
Yeah,
And
part
again,
of the game.
that's why I love the game, because nobody's willing to risk that drive rather than
Yeah. And then the farthest we've gone, well, we flew to a city, so um, that probably took the most money to go somewhere. But
Yeah, definitely. I mean, furthest away from me, I had to take 2 connecting flights to get there,
yeah,
to Houston, Texas. But it
which
was
out
fun.
hustle, yeah, out hustle too. Though we are going to be flying somewhere else, but we haven't told you where we're going.
Yep.
But you will know soon. Wade's Ventures, $10. Give him a shout out. Wade's Ventures.
Thanks, Wade. Cool guy, cool guy. Make sure you guys follow him.
You don't even know. You're like, oh yeah, just make sure you follow. Just kidding.
No, Wade's cool.
Yeah, so Wade's, thanks. Appreciate it. $10. And let me see. Great content as always, guys. Appreciate it. First time live show. Thanks. And let me go back up. Hustle B, have you ever been to Gabe's or Gabriel Brothers to Source?
I've been there a couple times, but I haven't been lucky. I guess because I've heard it too, like the Gabe's and Gabriel Brothers are good places to source, but I just haven't been able to pick up anything yet. Maybe I just need to go more often, right? Like we talk about, like you miss the chance, you miss the opportunities that you don't take. So I had just haven't been. Honestly, I probably only been 5 times. So that's the thing. Also, it might depend on the area and everything like that, but if you're diligent and patient enough, I really believe you can find something.
Very cool. How much difference in profit you gain by becoming top seller?
Yeah, I don't notice it, because when I first became top rated seller, I didn't know that I was a top rated seller. So when I started, right, May, June, July, I was a top rated seller that I didn't even know that I was a top rated seller. And then I had 3 defects, basically cancellations. I lost track of our items, and then I lost top rated seller in August, but I still made more money in August, and then I got it back for September. So I guess the discount really comes is from the
fees. Right? Yeah. Yeah, you'll notice the fees because you'll get a difference there, and also with the shipping fees too. So you'll notice a difference on both. That's really when it comes in. So yeah, it's going to be on that. Let me see. Walk in Faith Flips, $5. Thanks, appreciate it. So Walk in Faith and Wade's and Margaret all donating. I appreciate it. This money will go straight to Out Hustle too. So Hustle B can get get his tickets ready.
You can buy ice cream.
Yeah.
You can buy ice cream.
And we're gonna do a meetup wherever we go. So we'll let you know where that is. And what about thrift malls? Thrift malls and more like thrift stores or outlet malls? Let me know. Do you guys do any business wholesalers and liquidators? I tried. I didn't get a good deal on shoes that I wanted. I think they were going to charge me like $30 a pair or something like that. And it was mixed. Like there was Jordans in there, there was Kobe's, but then there was also like
Monarchs, like, Air Monarchs.
Yeah, Monarchs. There was like Reebok stuff that I was like questionable. So I was like, anyway, I could kind of like just get one brand or how does this work? And they're like, no, like it can't do it. And I was like, man, what's going on? So yeah, I don't know. I couldn't do it. And Wade's Ventures, again, $20.
$20. Man, thank you, Wade.
Wade's, man, that's crazy. I think that's the most I've ever had. I've seen people on different live chat, they get random amounts, but Hustler Hacks definitely appreciates the donations. So Wade's and Margaret and Walking Faith Flips, all shout outs, all donating. Appreciate it.
So somebody asked if we're gonna pick up Blue Untouchable 2s. Yes, I will buy them.
You're
I'm.
just
Let's
waiting.
just say. Let's just say it out loud. I'm Mr. Untouchable. Any Untouchable, I'll pick it up.
You're just gonna wait. It's patient.
Yeah, for sure.
Tell the story with the soccer balls.
Yeah, 100%. Carlos is here, but he has more soccer balls than me. But I think it was up to. I believe was it 400 listing loss or 400, 200 to 400 listings, and then everybody was pretty much selling it for like 30 to 40 bucks, and then we waited it out, and then now it's only like there's only like 80 listings available, and people are selling them for 60 to $70 now.
All right, so it's slowly getting back up, and then now that Christmas time's coming up, could be time. But unfortunately, anything to do with USA soccer is probably not going to sell that quick.
I'm loving it
anymore.
because I'm sure nobody's gonna pick it up, and I'm sure everything's gonna go clearance. I'm loving it already because I know they're gonna be better next year or try to be better or hype it up more next year. That means I'm just gonna have more inventory at a lower cost.
Yeah, so who knows? Especially like a lot of the Nike USA stuff, you can see it like at Ross and stuff. Only if it's a good price, but
Yeah, if the price is right, definitely buying it.
yeah. Let's see, Glenn, I found that Adidas half zip windbreaker gray. You have it on your eBay store. How come you didn't show that item in your videos? I actually picked up that item super late, and I haven't even sold it yet. So, yeah, they're kind of just those jackets are kind of sitting there still. But yeah, I didn't show them, and I was hopefully I could move them. But I know Jeff, who was in the video last, you guys saw him. He sold both of them and pretty high too. He caught it like super early, and I was hoping that a lot of the Rosses weren't going to get them, but sure enough, like I think every Ross ended up getting them. Let me see. Where's the soccer balls? Those were at Ross, right?
Yeah, a Ross. And I actually when it started, I picked them up at Marshalls and TJ Maxx before they hit Ross.
Oh, okay, cool. And let me see. Do you sell your old shoes? I sold quite a bit of them, but I still have like quite a bit left that I somewhat wear, and then some I don't. I think the Yeezys I've only worn like twice. They're kind of stuffed back there in the closet. But man, we got really off track. Let me just finish the last like two with the Q4 stuff. All right, so number 4 is thinking as a buyer during that time, during the Christmas time. And if you lower, okay, we want to do the 40%. Hey, if you take 35%, 33%, sometimes it's good. Also because it's like, you know, a lot of people are buying stuff during that time. Also, you're kind of preparing yourself because you know January and February might be a little bit slower. People are spending the money during that time. If you want to take a little bit less profit, of course, totally up to your business model. But just keep in mind, this is like the time people have money to spend. They're ready for the holidays. Take some best offers and, you know, don't shy away from stuff and getting picky. Especially if the profit is still there, 30, 35%, 33%, but totally up to you and your business model.
Yeah, exactly. You know, the only reason why I have, you know, bigger inventory because I was more, you know, I really didn't want a quick flip. You know, I'm more patient, but you know, like now I'm selling untouchables for over 100 that people were giving away for 50 to 60 bucks.
Yeah.
So it just depends, right? You know, it's not easy. One thing I'm gonna tell you, it's not easy to hold on, but if you hold on at the right time, and you know, if you manage it enough, your inventory wise and finances. That's why I'm big on numbers because you know that actually gives me a back up for my decision if this is a good buy or not, or this is a hold or not.
Yeah.
So yes, it's to each their own, and you just have to stick with a business model. One of the problems people switch business model every week, every month too quickly. Master your own model, and once you master it, I'm sure you're always going to improve if you master a craft.
Yeah, but don't take like 12% ROI or like anything ridiculous. We're only making like $5. Like you don't mess it up for yourself, especially during that time when people are actually buying things, and then all of your stuff is like dirt cheap and you're not making much.
Yep.
Have you ever found Kobe Eulogy at Ross? I haven't yet, but I've heard that people have been finding them for like $39.99. The Kobe 11, they're like the purple ones.
Oh yeah, yeah. I've seen people post them. I haven't seen them.
I haven't seen them yet, but I'll get riled up if I did see them. Let me see. Go back up to, man, where am I? Blue Untouchables. I talked about that. It says they're going for 40 to 49 right now, but hold on to them and sell later at higher price. Yes.
Yep, 100%.
Do either of you feel like you get maxed out by sourcing RA?
Not yet, because I haven't been flying. Like when the day I will say I'm maxed out is the day I'm flying to cities every week. And now I've only flown out once, right? So next year we're gonna try once a month, me and Glenn, and then maybe with who knows as far as growth would concern, because the more inventory you have, the more sales and profit you're gonna get. So I think it's so hard to max out RA. The only reason is when really that's it, unless you don't have products to buy, but you can fly to places, right? If the drive's too far, you can fly to places. Because me and Glenn has tested it. That was the first time, and we didn't lose money. So
yeah,
I mean, we actually made a lot more money than we expected.
Yeah. Let me see. How long do you think it'll take for the Adidas half zip will sell? I have no clue. I'm staying patient with it though. I haven't changed my prices on it because it's not even winter time yet. So not fully winter. So until that happens, and let's say January, well, I think December range will probably is like a good time it'll sell, but who knows? Let me see. There's another thing too. Yeah, we're talking about low ballers. It happens. Nike Mercurial, Finale 2 indoor shoes any good? If they're cheap, yes. Depends what you're getting them for.
I think, indoor would be $20 max.
Pick up Adidas ZX Flux Xenos for 20. Well, 20 is not a bad price, but it just depends what they're going for, because they've been kind of going downhill too.
Yeah. Yeah, they're like the Roshi of Nike. So overproduced.
Oh, I know. Especially with Marshalls, you see a bunch of them. But not really for 20 though. I've seen them for like 49, 39. I have around 500 inventory, just starting out pretty well. I was talking to my dad, we're gonna lend me 1K to source and be patient until November, December. Should I?
Yeah, I mean, for sure. If your dad's 100% supporting you and okay with it, I think that's a good thing. One of the things is when I started my entrepreneurial journey, my bankroll was my parents, and they've supported me, and I've lost them money. I've lost them money a lot of times, and they still continue to support me. Take advantage of anything that you can, as long as your intent is right. You're not robbing your parents or anything like that. I think as long as you have the good intent and you're gonna be responsible for it, you're gonna buy inventories and not buy stuff for yourself. Go for it.
Yeah, and as long as your dad's not charging you interest, then you're fine. Like, kind of funny, like,
Ed said we rob his market. Come over to Cincinnati, I dare you. I'm sure you're gonna be crying your way home.
That's funny.
You guys don't know what it feels like to be in a small market city.
Yeah, and people were telling me that El Paso's not as small as I say it is, because we have the 20th most populated city in the U.S.
True, but the stores aren't. Glenn has how many Marshalls you have? Like 2?
We actually have 4, but one of them's really, well, 2 of them are really, really far from me.
Yeah, and Burlington, you have only 2, right?
Yeah, we have 2 Burlingtons.
Yeah, so I have 0 Ross. So come over here if you guys love Ross. I have 0 Ross in my city. My closest Ross is an hour 45 minutes, and then when I go there, there's only 2 Rosses in that city.
Dang.
So I only have 4 Rosses in a 2. If I go up 2 hours, 2 Rosses. If I go down 2 hours, there's 2 Rosses. So take that. So in Houston, probably an hour radius in the number of stores in Houston is probably my 4-hour radius.
It's crazy.
So
yeah, Fashion Outlook says that his city Ross is ass. Whatever you don't come to New Mexico. I've been to Albuquerque, but you know who was actually there was Jeff. Jeff drove through Albuquerque on his way to Denver. And
did you find some good stuff?
He got a couple of stuff, but he didn't really find like a lot of things actually in Albuquerque. He actually almost got in a fight for some reason.
What?
At Ross. People were like mad dogging him. So Mr. Avapino, what's up, guys? Nice, back from Disney. Rated 3 Ross and 3 Marshalls in Carlos's neck of the woods. That's funny.
Carlos, I don't know. I think Carlos was sourcing today too.
Oh yeah. All right, last one, number 5. Before we go, we're already past an hour. I know we end up talking about stuff and answering questions. Last one, please for Q4, have your supplies ready, especially those. Yeah, you know those boxes back there that Ken has.
Yeah.
If you need to order them, if you need to order them from USPS.com, and you've been doing well, and you're selling shoes, and next thing you know, you only have like 3 left. And they're going to take their sweet time to ship you another pack. You don't want that to happen, especially with those boxes, because you can't really get them from the post office. So you're going to need to order them. Make sure you have plenty in stock. I actually need to order like quite a bit coming up because I'm down to my last like 20-something boxes, and they go quick too.
I always have 50. I don't go down 50 because who knows? Somebody will order 50 pairs of shoes tomorrow.
All those vapors, the purple ones.
Yeah, I have close to 70 already in those vapors.
Oh, that's crazy. You don't have like you can't show us, huh? I wish we could see what that looks like. What, 70 of those vapors stacked up?
Yeah, it's on a shoe rack. One shoe rack holds 50.
Oh.
One shoe rack holds 50, and it's over a shoe rack ready.
My Burlington, we've only had 1 pair that I've seen. Jack says, I've seen those Fados back there for the past year.
Yeah. Watch it, Jack, because that will be rare in a couple of years. And once that will be rare, it'll be vintage.
Yeah,
it'll be antique.
I might just have to like put like a different background.
Yeah, just pass it on to your next generation, Glenn, and then they could sell it for like $200.
Oh man, it's hilarious. And Duncan, what's up? Shout out for the Hustle Bee. And let's see, if you don't have USPS shoe boxes, you can use poly bags, wrap their shoes in bubble wrap for protection. Haven't had any complaints. Also with the kids' shoes, you can do the flat rate bubble envelope. That works good too. And there we go. All right, so any last questions before we go? We're done. Any last questions? We'll take them now. Any other anything you want to say?
Again, just want to touch on the reseller fam live event. And Glenn's gonna link the website there, but I just, whoever can come, or it's not until March, right? It's not until March, so you guys have time to prepare and save money. And I would love to meet all of you guys that are watching this, and we can jam, we can hang out, and it's just meet. Like, I know we've talked to you guys a lot already through the chat and through social media, but it's just gonna be cool if we guys see you in person and stuff like that. So really just prepare for that. I think it's gonna be an awesome event. There's a lot of people, 10 speakers, a lot of stuff to learn, and think about it, it's gonna be an investment for yourself and for your business. I don't think you're gonna lose money. It's gonna be so worth it. So again, It's not until March. The tickets are gonna go on sale October the 23rd. So now you guys will have time to prepare, get your flights and everything like that. Uh, it will be fun.
Yes, sir. And let's see, question, should I raise prices or quick sell if I'm starting with lots of inventory?
I don't think when I started it was quick flip, but I was still disciplined. So at least create a profit structure. Like how much do you want to make per item and stick to it, because that's the only way you will scale. Sticking to a plan.
Yeah. Which seller account should you start out with, individual or professional?
I mean, of course, individual at first until you get your permits going. You know, your LLC or your whatever paperwork your state requires.
Yeah. Yeah. With that, that's not until way later on too. I wouldn't really be worried about that. Just start off with the individual. Do you get a discount with the eBay shipping tape?
You get a quarterly coupon if you have a store through eBay.
Yeah, I've never gotten the tape.
Yeah, I have a bunch of them. That's what I use my $50 for. Like I think I ordered like 25 rolls.
Okay. If ungated, would you send shoes to FBA, then ship from AZ if it sells on eBay? So I do have I do have shoes right now on FBA, so I am ungated. I mean, I can sell them. The thing is that shoes, just like, it's a completely different market. Shoes like with eBay and shoes on Amazon FBA. Amazon FBA, you're going for, of course, scaling. You're trying to buy like a high quantity of shoes, brand new with the box that people can get. They're not going to be super. They're going to be pickier as far as like they want them to be in great condition. But then also, like, a lot of the high-end stuff that we sell on eBay doesn't necessarily sell on Amazon FBA. They're more looking for kind of like the common type of shoes. So, like, I wouldn't sell Jordans on FBA, but I would sell them on eBay. They're completely different markets, and that's where it gets kind of tough too, because if you're expecting to sell the same things, you could get money, higher return on FBA, but then again, someone could also rip you off, because it's way easier to rip people off on FBA with returns. And Amazon loves customers. I mean, so does eBay, but man, they could really rip you off on there just to, like, if you're selling high-end stuff.
Yeah, boxes, you're gonna lose boxes and everything like that.
Yeah, so just be prepared for that. That's something you want to do. And let me see what someone wanted to see my store. Let me see if I can get there kind of quick.
Also, I can't show my inventory area right now because I'm on my laptop. But yeah, maybe we could set that up next show or something. I'm okay with showing you my inventory.
Okay. And let's see. Man,
what's your monthly average revenue with eBay right now, Glenn?
As far as like actual profit wise?
No, like just revenue, like just sales.
Oh, just in sales? I do roughly between like 4,500 to like 6,000 a month, I guess, in sales. So it's somewhat around there.
It sounds about right with the amount of inventory you have.
Yeah, because I only have like a little bit less than 200 items or something.
Yeah.
So in sales wise, that's what it looks like. Merch is like a totally different thing, because merch and sales is like $2,000 a week plus.
Yeah, and it's pure profit too.
Yeah, well, profit wise is like different. Well, that's just sales. Profit is like way lower than that. But profit for merch is different. It like ranges between like last month was like $4,000 profit. Some are like $6,000 profit. This next month is going to be like $2,000 to $3,000. It's like going up and down. But it should go back up, I think, for Christmas time. And then lower end cleats like FBA, like Untouchables. Lower end cleats, as far as like you can sell like kids cleats. Like I used to sell like Under Armour kids baseball cleats that were selling for like $80. You can get them for like 20. Stuff like that, like stuff you wouldn't normally sell, high end stuff on eBay will sell on FBA, like that kind of stuff. And come to Chicago. How much would you try? Well, how much you save? Try $100 a week into high interest account. How many shirts do you have on merch? I have like 2,000 shirts right now, but a lot of them are like super old. I need to like, I'm trying to get more and more shirts on there. And let's see, I got an offer on something, so nice. And let me see what I think that was it. Did we get other questions?
I think that was it. That was a quick thing.
Okay, think we're done. What's up, Zero Gaming? Polarize, you have a quick question? Let us know before we leave. Air Max 2 Griffey worth $40.
Oh, Griffey now.
Yeah, I think they're it's still a little too high. I think
depends on the colorway still.
Yeah. Do you mostly do shoes? Yeah, mostly do shoes and some clothing. How long did it take to sell your first shirt on merch? I didn't get serious about it and sell anything till like, well, actually I signed up. I didn't upload anything till like 3 months into it because I was too busy selling stuff on FBA. And then finally that last month I sold my first shirt. But now there's a lot of competition on merch. Of course, there's a lot of people joining it, but there's a lot of competition in everything.
Yep.
And even though my numbers have gone down on merch, but that's like the beauty of having a business. Like you have to figure it out. So even though I haven't been making, I mean, I'm still making like clearing 2,000 to 3,000, but at one point I was clearing like 6,000 to 7,000. So it's gone down like half. I'm no one to complain and make 2,000 or 3,000 profit, but I got to figure it out. And that's what takes the work, and you have to enjoy the process. So that's what's part of it. And that's what's part of like eBay too. Like if Hustlebee was struggling on eBay right now, he'd have to figure it out. Well, what kind of changes does he have to make in order to get the numbers back up? So, or he makes the other decision and just gives up on reselling totally.
Yeah, and then I just go get a job.
Yeah, and go work wherever you want.
Now, my backup plan is Uber. I can drive
there you
Uber.
go. Yeah. Uber makes a killing like in Denver. It cost me $40 to get to the airport.
I used to clear $400 20 hours every weekend.
There we go. Uber's where it's at.
Yeah, for real. I mean, that's how I was upping my income when I started.
Should I keep Hypervenom Phantom 3 from Nike Outlet for $50?
Yeah, I bought a bunch of them.
But people are starting to find them at different stores.
Yeah, I'm gonna like that's what I'm saying. Like I'm in for the long game because I've sold some sizes for $180.
Yeah. Jack, Smash or Pass, Hypervenom Phantom 2, Techcraft, size 13 for $29.99.
Size 13. Send that to Glenn.
Oh man. But hey, we're gonna do Smash or Pass actually in like 2 weeks. We're gonna do one and we're gonna do a cool giveaway. So look up for that soon. And passed on Snoop collab Adidas skate hoodies at Ross, $19.99. I think I saw one of them. I didn't see too many of them. I also passed on it. And that's it. All right, so I think we're done. So next week, we were supposed to get Josh this week, and it didn't happen. He was having some technical difficulties, and I don't know what happened. So next week, we're going to get Josh. If we don't get Josh, then we'll move up Smash or Pass. But, yes, next week we'll see you guys 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time every Wednesday. Me and the B. All right, see you guys. All right, go out and get it. Ross Finds of the Week on Friday. See ya.